in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Along the sideline past midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on first down. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Finds his target, Allen. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to the air here. It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 41. Cut out left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. This one's caught. And he takes this this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mitchell now in motion left. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. This is Allen on the give. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right back to Allen. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 46-yard attempt.
Everly's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Rams with a long field ahead. They're set up at the 35 now. Putting a receiver in motion. Complete over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. It's an LA touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing is Willis. He's on the move. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Throwing now on first down. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain. Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And look at this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's complete to Wilson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Ooh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on third down. They put a receiver in motion right. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on fourth down. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On the handoff, Allen. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground, and power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Willis looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
To throw, here's Willis. Forced out to his right. He brings it in. And they're gonna get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Working quickly here. Back to pass on second and short. Cut near the goal line. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back to throw now. He throws a bullet deep to the right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Escapes a defender. And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Willis. Setting up the running back screen. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Willis. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Willis now. Cut near the goal line. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams continue piling it on here in the 4th. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10 now. Pass complete to Moss. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Pass play coming here. Finds his target, Allen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's Willis to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. And they'll pitch it out to him. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing is Willis. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Willis to throw it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This finds Mitchell, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 4. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Rams will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak